Welcome back to Mallory's Weird World Adventures, the podcast. I'm your host, Mallory.
And I'm your host, Michael.
And we're here to show you just how weird this world of ours really is.
You're already giggling.
I am, because you looked so perplexed when I started talking. You weren't ready. You were going for a drink.
My Dr. Pepper's bubbling. Couldn't tell if it was going to...
I can hear the
Can you
bubbles
hear it?
sometimes. I can hear... Well, we have 2 bubbly drinks over there, so...
Right.
Yep. There'll be a little... I can hear things better in my headphones, though, than I can... I feel like when it actually comes out, because I heard you and Adam playing games one time in the background when I was recording it, and then it wasn't really there in the episode, so...
Fascinating start.
So fascinating. So if you guys don't know already, we are celebrating the release of Weird World Adventures Season 2 on Amazon Prime this fall, and we're highlighting a new episode every week until launch. And this week, we're talking about Germany.
Yay!
Yay!
Where can we find your stuff?
You can find my stuff on Mallory'sAdventures.com. And you can follow us on Instagram at Mallory's Adventures. And you can find us on TikTok at Mallory Mackey. And Michael doesn't have social media.
I do.
He does.
Just personal and private.
Recreationally.
Yeah, of very little interest and value to me.
Wow. Yep. So this episode is like really special to Michael because it was his idea to go to Germany and follow the fairy tale route from the Brothers Grimm.
It was my idea.
It was.
And then I didn't get to go.
Yeah,
he went without me.
He stayed at home. We had to work. So I got to go out on this adventure by myself.
And meet your new knight in shining armor. Literally.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I stayed the night in Trendelburg Castle, which is the quote-unquote real Rapunzel Tower. They say that it inspired the Brothers Grimm when they were writing their version of Rapunzel, because Rapunzel is actually an Italian tale. And people might not know, they didn't actually write most of those stories.
I didn't know that till you told me.
Yeah, they just collected stories from people they met and like compiled them together. And a lot of them have origins in very different countries. So Rapunzel was Italian. And their version was inspired by Trendelburg Castle. That's what they say.
Okay.
Yeah. And my favorite thing that I learned at Trendelburg Castle is that apparently a bunch of tourists show up, and a lot of them are Americans. And they say, "Oh, where's Rapunzel buried?"
The real Rapunzel.
The real Rapunzel. And they're like, "Oh, it's just a story. It's not real." Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to climb like some hair into the tower, though.
They did have like a rope like that was like braided like hair coming down out from the top of the tower.
Didn't climb it, though?
No, it looked dangerous, and I don't think it was actually climbable. But I did climb to the top of the tower. There was a lot of stairs, and it started out completely fine because you're just going up these like castle stairs. And then the last couple flights were just this tiny little circular metal staircase that you could see through.
So does it actually narrow at the top, or just the stairs?
The stairs narrow at the top. I don't
Why?
think the tower does. I don't know. I think it had to do with it originally being like the guards tower.
Mm-hmm.
So there was something about the way it was built where it wasn't like that all the way to the top for whatever security purposes or what, I don't know. But it's very, it got to me. It got to me.
The cutting edge security technology in this tower, it gets thinner at the top. Cutting edge.
It probably had a ladder to take you from like one point up to the top so that people
you could
couldn't get
retract
up.
the ladder,
Yes.
and then like the top would be safe.
That's what I would think.
Okay. Good,
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
See, cutting edge technology.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And
Retractable ladder. Didn't see that coming.
Fascinating.
Don't even need ADT.
Right. It's like in your game that you were playing where you just push people that are trying to get up on your tower over the ladder. Yeah. It's perfect. Does the trick. Knock over the ladders.
What will we do with these ladders? Just push it off the wall here. Just
Yeah.
like give it a little shove.
Yeah, we don't want those people coming up and they're climbing it, so we'll just push them down.
I think a lot of the siege ladders, though, would have like anchory type pieces on the top.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's aware that you need to shove a ladder
Right,
off,
right.
right? So
Yeah.
it wasn't. I don't think as simple as just we'll just
No.
push it.
And they were
right?
sturdy.
They're sturdy, but I think like they would have like a piece that could collapse
Yeah.
over a wall, right?
Yeah,
Like
I think
hook on, like
yeah.
anchor in. So it'd be a little bit more
A little bit more
challenging than
challenging.
just let's
Right.
just give this a nudge.
Because it's like pulled down by their body weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was greeted by a knight in shining armor.
Yeah, I know.
It was great. I got to the castle and I think I was a little bit late because I had an electric car and it was a whole thing. We've talked about this before. And I'm trying to get in, and there's this bridge over the moat to get you to the castle, and there's just a knight there. He's like, Lady Mallory, the queen has arrived.
Wow.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
That is not the reception she gets back here at the home.
Wow. I'm the queen. Princess. I'm a princess. I'm a princess.
You like being the princess because you feel all young.
Wow.
She's middle-aged.
Michael,
Queen
you take
regent.
that back. Oh my God. You take that back. You take that back.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Queen has been insulted.
I have been. Well, I got to go and you didn't. So we went down the fairy tale route all the way, starting in Frankfurt and up to Alsford and Marburg and Trendelburg and...
And you'd already seen, is it the Mermaid?
Yes,
place?
yes.
Okay.
That we're gonna
A
put
few
that in
years ago,
there.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
So in Baden-Baden, which is down south in oh my gosh, why am I blanking on what it's called? Bavaria. And it's like dense forest. That's where the Black Forest is. So it's like we did an excursion into the Black Forest.
Is the Black Forest also supposed to be like Hansel and Gretel territory? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's where a lot of the like
The
rustic.
real, where are they buried?
Yeah, exactly. It's where they're buried.
Where's in the Wedge?
Yeah, and the Wedge.
Now is the candy house still standing?
It is. You can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably not any good to eat anymore, right?
And Little Red Riding Hood. Well.
And the wolf.
And the wolf. Little Red Riding Hood is funny because they don't call her Little Red Riding Hood in Germany, and some people are very perplexed if you say Little Red Riding Hood. They don't know what you're talking about. It's Little Red Cap.
Okay.
Yeah, because she had a little red cap.
But not a cape.
Some of them she had a cape, but it was the cap that was relevant.
So is she drawn differently over there? Is it a cap and not a hood?
Sometimes. Yeah. And yeah, Little Red
Okay.
Cap. And the translation just like was funny over here. But anyway.
Also, her grandma must have been kind of like a not great looking woman if the wolf is passing for her.
I
right?
know.
So aged a little rough.
I know.
If you're mistaking your grandma for a wolf.
Or she was really stupid. Or both.
Yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah, maybe Red Cap was just not the sharpest.
I'm gonna die. Okay.
Not the sharpest cap in the
Yeah.
closet, right?
Yeah. Maybe not. Yep. But we went on an excursion into the Black Forest. And shortly into it, it's pretty close into Baden-Baden. There's Lake Mummelsee, which is where the mermaids are said to come from. So that's like one of their legends there. And there was a story about a mermaid who fell in love with a man. And in their folklore, mermaids could come out of the water and they would grow legs in the day. But they had to be back by midnight.
Got it.
And they would like turn back into mer people.
Okay.
And this girl went out and I guess was convinced not to go back in because of her love. And so they got cursed. Good story.
Good story.
So, it's this tragic, tale of mermaids. And they have a statue of a mermaid in there. So, like, it's like an iconic thing. And so we went to go look for some mermaids in the lake.
Fine.
I found a statue of a mermaid. That counts.
Not quite the same thing, though, is it?
But that was pretty cool. Getting to like hunt for mermaids where the mermaids supposedly came from in Germany. There's some real fun tales out that way. But we got to experience a lot of them going down from the Brothers Grimm from where they were born and we got to see the house they lived in as children. And then up through kind of where some of their stories were inspired by.
Who's this we?
Me and myself.
Yeah.
Me and my guides.
Wow. And your new knight in shining armor.
He was old though.
I know. You told me that, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" And then you sent a picture. I was like, "All right, he's
old.
He's like my grandpa." Okay.
He could be like my Sir Barristan Selmy.
I know, but you kind of have a crush on Barristan Selmy.
No, I don't have a crush on Sir Barristan Selmy. I respect him. He's the best fighter in the realm. He protects you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little sugar daddy? Maybe.
No.
Hopefully he's not too wealthy.
No. But it was pretty spectacular, and I had a great time. I'm sorry that you got left.
Wow. You didn't seem that sorry about it.
I was. I was. But speaking of the knight, he took us around Trendelburg. It's a very small area, and they have these lights that, it's like street lights that have shadow work in them that each represent one of the fairy tales. And there are so many Brothers Grimm fairy tales that never made it here. There were so many that they were talking about that I'm like, I've never heard of this before. Mm-hmm. So it was cool to hear some of the stories that were like really big there that just we've never heard. And he took us around and told us the legends of the land of Trendelburg. And it was extra cool because he did it in German. Because he said the language is just the story, the impact is the German.
Yeah.
And so I had one of the girls from the hotel with me translating. So he was telling the story in German and she was translating it. And
that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. We got to go into the church in the middle of the town, which had like an old knight, like statues and like graves, and it was very cool. It was very cool. So for this episode, I'm going to give everybody a little sneak peek into his fairy tale.
All right.
Yeah. So let's
New for me too.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Man traf sich hier in der Gemeinschaft mit den 3 Riesinnen, die hier das Sagen hatten.
They met here with the 3 giants that had the authority over everything here in the area.
Ja. The name, Trendula, Saba, Rama. 3 giant. Alle guten Dinge sind 3, sagen wir heute noch.
All good things come in 3s.
Yes.
Ja. Und somit wusste man, aha, alle guten Dinge sind 3, das ist der Baum. Ob wir jetzt einen Baum nehmen, den oder aus unserem Memory. Der Baum wächst gleichzeitig nach unten und nach oben und steht mit uns auf dieser Welt.
Okay, all good things come in 3 is also true for trees because they grow down, and they grow up, and they're very strong in the middle.
Okay.
Mit dem Wachsen nach unten hätte die Verbindung mit den Mächten der Unterwelt.
Yeah, the connection to the forces of the underworld.
Und wir wachsen nach oben mit den Geistern in den Lüften.
Yeah, with the ghosts in the air. Don't understand for the trees, but also for what is now, so the past, the present, and the future.
Und wer die Vergangenheit nicht kennt, kann die Gegenwart nicht gestalten und gibt der Zukunft nichts mit.
Who doesn't know the past, can't do anything in the present now, and can't look forward to the future and plan anything. So.
Und wenn wir 3 Riesinnen, also 3 Frauen sagen, die waren nicht riesengroß, die hatten das große Wissen der Frauen.
They weren't, when we say 3 giants, they were all women, and they weren't gigantic. They had the giant knowledge of women.
Diese Zeit war vorbei, als vor jetzt 1200 Jahren Karl der Große hierher kam.
That time was over when Karl the Great came here 1200 years ago.
Er kam hier und sagt, ihr werdet jetzt Christen.
You're going to be Christians now.
Wir haben ihn nicht verstanden, aber sein Dolmetscher, hier ist so einer.
They didn't understand, but his translator, this one.
Das Schwert ist auch ein Kreuz.
The sword is also a cross for Christians.
Okay, wenn wir jetzt den langen Zopf von Rapunzel sehen,
To take a look at Rapunzel's hair.
wo wir sagen, Rapunzel könnte hier gelebt haben.
When we say Rapunzel might have lived here,
Wir wissen, genau das stimmt so nicht.
we know that's definitely not true.
Denn das, was wir als deutsche Hausmärchen der Brüder Grimm erzählt bekommen, stimmt nicht, weil die Grimms haben keine Märchen geschrieben.
Because what we know from the Brothers Grimm, the fairy tales that we know, are not their fairy tales. They didn't write them. They collected them. Haben sie gesammelt, ne?
Ja.
Yeah.
Vom Volk erzähltes aufgeschrieben.
Yeah, that's from the people who live here and in the area and everywhere. These are just the tales that they told each other or wrote down.
Mhm.
And so they accumulated these stories and put them into proper writing. in the end.
The castle of Tröndelburg and the name of the city, Tröndelburg, is same. And in all this time, all complete is castle of Tröndelburg.
Mhm.
And of this hill, little town, XML, the river, named Dima, go around to this place.
Mhm.
This is a special place for the giants and the next for the knights. Die Deutsche Märchenstraße kam auf, ist geboren worden in Moskau.
In Moscow.
Ja.
The idea for the German fairy tale books originated in Moscow.
Oh.
Ein hessischer Wirtschaftsminister war vor über 50 Jahren in Moskau und hat abends beim Bankett eine Eisrevue, eine Tanzrevue erleben dürfen.
Warte kurz. A German finance minister from
Wiesbaden.
From Wiesbaden was in Moscow and had an ice review at night. You saw this?
Ja. Und diese Eisrevue zeigte im Tanz die deutschen Märchen.
Oh, it showed the German fairy tales in their
Oh.
dancing routines.
Er kam zurück und sagt, ich in Moskau sehe die deutschen Märchen und bei uns hier in Hanau, Steinau, Kassel, da kommt das alles zusammen, da muss was raus gemacht werden.
Yeah, so he was like, I'm in Moscow and I'm seeing German fairy tales and we don't have anything like this in the cities that are that have something to do with the fairy tales. There's nothing there, so
right.
we have to do something about this.
Yes.
Ja, es gehört zu uns und da muss ich es sehen.
Yeah, it's ours, so I have to see it right here and not in a different country.
Right.
Die Touristik gesagt, gut, dann machen wir da, wo die Brüder Grimm waren, eine Route.
Yeah. So they decided we have to do something, and the touristy people said, okay, then we're going to do this where the Brothers Grimm were. This is Hessen, where we are right
Okay.
now. So they said that this area is too small for that, so we have to go through all of Germany and all of the German fairy tale route. Even though the Brothers Grimm are like Wiesbaden sind sie geboren, ne? Wiesbaden?
Nee, wir sind geboren in Hanau.
In Hanau. They were born in Hanau, which is part of Hessen. They lived in Kassel, part of Hessen, but they decided it's a natural treasure, more or less. So
Right,
they can do
right.
it for all of Germany.
Okay, the next station go to Göttingen and go to Berlin. Aber Berlin war East Europe, Soviet. Alternative, we go River Weser. You have Baron Münchhausen, you have the Piper von Hamelin, and have the animals from the Grimms in Bremen.
Yes, I've been to
Donkey,
Bremen.
the dog,
Yes.
the cat. Yeah. You can see the cat
Yes.
and the little mouse.
Yes.
In the city of Tröndelburg is a lot of pictures, monuments. Go. Ja, war es Absicht oder nicht? Zufällig oder nicht?
Was it on purpose or was it just a happy accident?
Aber ich habe das alles vereinnahmt in die große Runde der Geschichten.
So, but he's picked up all of these statues and put it made a part of his stories.
Und so sieht man auch hier die Katze und der Maus. Wenn die Katze eine Maus fängt, frisst sie nicht gleich, die spielt noch mit ihr.
Yeah, cats don't eat mice. They always start playing with them first.
Right.
Most of them, at least.
Wir denken, das wäre ein grausames Spiel.
We think it's a gruesome kind of game they play.
Ist es aber nicht, weil wir alle spielen jeden Tag dieses Spiel selbst mit.
It's not because all of us are part of this game as well.
Wir sind bei dem Spiel immer dabei, weil die Maus steht für den Menschen und die Katze für das Schicksal.
Okay, the mouse symbolizes human beings, and the cat is destiny.
Und was die Krankheiten des Menschen sind, ist das Spiel des Schicksals mit den Menschen wie die Katze mit der Maus.
Okay, the illnesses of people are to destiny what the mouse is to the cat. So destiny plays with us.
Wenn wir das also wissen, dann wissen wir auch, dass beim gestiefelten Kater die Finale im Haus des Zauberers stattfand.
So we know that with the Puss in Boots, the finale is in the house of the sorcerer.
Und der Kater sagt, überall sagt man, ihr seid der Beste hier. Könnt ihr wirklich so als großes Tier?
So the cat says, everyone says that you're the best. So can you really show that?
Zack, da stand der Elefant.
So all of a sudden there was an elephant.
Aber dann fragt er ja auch, kannst du auch als kleine Maus? Schwupps, da war das Leben aus.
So, and he asked him, can you also be a little mouse? And he turned into a mouse and gone was the sorcerer.
Mäuschen sagt, wird's gefährlich, denn ich hab dich zum Fressen gern, könnte eine ganz andere Bedeutung kriegen.
Okay, in German, some pet names are like mouse for your spouse. And if someone uses this too often, it's going to be a bit dangerous because I like you enough to eat you, it's a very nice thing to say actually, but in this combination, sounds a bit dangerous.
There's a thematic cat right there.
Oh, yeah.
Wenn ich abends unterwegs bin, die Laternen vorzustellen, kommt er immer mit.
Oh, he's always walking along when he's doing the lantern route.
Und wenn ich nicht weiter weiß, macht er weiter.
That's right. He doesn't know where to go next. Cat is going to take over.
Wer es mitkriegen will, was auf der Straße ist, wer kommt zum Haus, was ist überhaupt los so bei Nachbars.
She's a very nosy person. She's always looking out the window and looking who's coming to the house and what's going on the street.
Das nennt man die Neugier.
That's curiosity.
The giant Trandula. You can see people come to see the giant hole deep in hole for the giant Trandula. The name is Wolkenbruch. Ein Wahnsinnsregen, der alles überschwemmt hat.
The name is Wolkenbruch, which is a very big, very huge rainfall that's gonna just wash everything away. That's where the name comes from.
Denn das war Gottes Zorn auf Trendelburg, weil die alte Riesin blieb bei ihrem Glauben, sie wurde keine Christin.
That was God's wrath on Trendelburg because Trendula, the giant, didn't want to turn to Christianity, convert to Christianity.
Und man erzählte sich, dass ihr sogar ihre eigene Schwester, die Christin geworden war, im Wald umgebracht hat.
And they say that her own sister, who converted to Christianity, killed her in the forest.
Und diese gewalttätige Geschichte erzähle ich jetzt nicht weiter.
He's not going to tell you that gruesome story.
Sie war deshalb natürlich beliebt bei den Menschen.
That's why she was very loved by the people.
Und sie wollte auch nur den Menschen helfen, das war ihre Passion.
And she only wanted to help people, that was her passion.
Eines Abends kommt ein Nachbar, auch ein Riese, vorbei und sagt, hör mal zu, Trendula, ich habe beschlossen, du wirst mein Weib.
One evening, a neighbor comes over, another giant, who's like, yeah, you're going to be my wife now.
Wie sagt sie, ich nehme mein Leben selbst in die Hand, du ziehst weiter mit dir, das wird nichts.
She was like, no, we're not going to do that. I'm just going to live my life. You can go on your way, but I'm going to stay here, do my thing.
Jetzt wollte er mit Gewalt vorgehen,
We wanted to force her,
aber keine Chance. Eine Elfe, die auch auf der Burg wohnte, stand ihr bei und somit musste er wieder abziehen.
so there was a fairy that also lived in the castle who came to her to aid her and to help her in that situation, so he had to leave.
Die Elfe sagt, hier auf dieser Seite vom Fluss bin ich immer bei dir, aber gehst du über den Fluss, kann ich dir nicht mehr beistehen.
On this side of the river, I'll always be there to help you, but if you leave and you go on the other side, there's nothing I can do for you.
Alles lief harmonisch weiter.
Everything went on peacefully.
Eines Morgens kommt einer gelaufen und sagt, Trendula, deine Kindfrau, die dich zur Welt gebracht hat, die ist ganz schwer krank.
One day someone came, Trendula, we need your help. The woman who helped give birth to you is in grave danger and we need you.
Und sie hatte gefragt und wusste nach wenigen Worten, es sieht ganz schlimm aus.
And after a couple of words were exchanged, she knew that it didn't look good at all.
Vielleicht, ich muss das Kräuter auf der anderen Seite holen.
Maybe I need to get herbs from the other side of the river.
Das muss heimlich passieren, dachte sie.
That has to happen in secret, she thought.
Aber unter Beobachtung, er war sofort da.
But he was there immediately because he kept watching her.
Ein Wort, das andere, ein Kampf entstand, die Erde brach ein und sie rutschten beide in einen tiefen Krater, mit Wasser gefüllt und liegen dort.
Okay, so they exchanged some words, they fought, and the earth opened up, and they both went into that, and that's where the Wolkenbruch is now. One is filled with water, and the other is empty.
Ja.
Ja.
Und alle 7 Jahre kommt sie an die Oberfläche.
And every 7 years she rises to the top.
Und wer dann in der Nähe ist, den sagt sie, komm zu mir, reich mir die Hand, dann bin ich erlöst und schenke dir die Burg.
And whoever comes by gets to hear from her, come take my hand, help me out of here, and I'll give you the castle.
Aber diese Woche müssen wir nicht warten, die war vorige Woche erst da.
So that happened last week, so we don't have to wait.
The castle of Tröndelburg, 1000 years old. The church, 600 years. And the town hall, 500 years. And I am 700 years old.
Well, that was cool. And a very, very small and interesting part of what you'll see in our Germany episode of Weird World Adventures Season 2, where we follow the trail of the Brothers Grimm and the fairy tale route.
I'm looking forward to it
Yeah.
because I hadn't seen it yet.
Oh, no.
I'm going to see it brand new too on
You
TV. Yeah.
are. It's going to be awesome. And the rest of the episode is just as interesting, but kind of more focused on the Brothers Grimm and some of the other myths and legends I found around Germany.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Make sure to check out Mallory'sAdventures.com for more fun articles and stories and pieces of weird history and lore. And follow us at Mallory's Adventures on Instagram and Mallory Mackey on TikTok.
Sounds good. Any particular articles or topics of interest you have planned coming up? Other than the show.
Oh my goodness. There's so many. You had a couple good ideas.
Yeah, I want to do like a history of board gaming
Yeah.
throughout history and weird,
Yeah. You should tell people how old backgammon is.
I know. I just found that out today.
Crazy.
It's like 5,000 years old. It wasn't called backgammon.
Right. But
It
it's
has
still
a bunch of
backgammon.
names, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same game, right?
That's
Pretty
so
cool.
wild. That's so cool. But yeah, we have a bunch of interesting stuff coming out every day. I'm blanking on it. It's also fascinating.
Yeah.
And we did our piece on, we have to do a follow-up at some point on Masquerade, because we did promise a follow-up too.
That's right.
We did. So
Right.
you guys will have to check out Mallory'sAdventures.com
It was
before we have our
it
it was
great excuse
Yes.
to wear a cape.
Yeah.
I've always wanted an excuse to unironically wear a cape in public, and
It was
I
great.
finally got it.
It was great.
Yeah.
And that circus
And I was
performer,
complimented on my cape
Yeah.
more than once.
Yeah. The circus performer said, like, he must have lots of money. Look at his nice cape and
Oh yeah,
jacket.
$20 on Amazon.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just rolling in the dough.
But it was very cool. So we'll have to do a recap on that soon. But
Yeah,
in the
sounds good.
meantime, it's on Mallory'sAdventures.com. I write up about it. So all you Phantom fans out there, make sure you go to Mallory'sAdventures.com and search for Masquerade. But do know, I did a good job not including spoilers so much in the beginning, but you're going to learn a little bit about it. But then there is a section with spoilers at the bottom, so don't read down there if you don't want the spoilers.
Are there spoilers for Masquerade the show specifically?
Masquerade the show.
Okay.
Well,
'cause
and
the book's been out for a while.
the book has been out for a long time, and I mean the musical. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean it's for Masquerade the
Okay.
show.
Okay.
the things that I would want to know that I was trying to find before I went that are not available, such as what songs were cut.
Got it. Okay.
If anything was added, if the order was the same. I like that kind of stuff.
That's some inside baseball.
Yes, some
Masquerade Phantom stuff.
Yes,
there.
But that's the kind of thing that I search for before I go to something. Like, which songs are still included? What was cut?
Got it.
And did the order change?
Okay.
And yeah, that kind of stuff. So it'll be major spoilers for the people that know the show well that want to go.
Got it.
So
be aware.
Be aware. Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in today, everybody. I'm your host, Mallory.
And I'm your host, Michael.
And until next time, everybody,
stay weird.
Und jetzt sage ich wieder auf German. Die Laternen hören der Stadt, aber die Scherenschnitte, die da drin sind, die Bilder, gehören Menschen, die hier wohnen.
Okay, so the lanterns belong to the city, but the cutouts in there. 20 years ago he and the artist Albert Völkel had the idea, we're thinking about how can we get those stories closer to the people.
Dann war meine Arbeit, ich habe die Leute gefragt, würdest du eine spenden, würdest du eine bezahlen?
So his job was to go around and ask people if they would sponsor one of these cutouts.
Und sie konnten sich auch wünschen, welche Laterne sie haben wollten oder wo die dann auch steht.
They could decide which lanterns they wanted or where it would stand. So.
Und somit hören alle Scherenschnitte Menschen, die hier wohnen.
So all these cutouts belong to people who live in Trelleborg.
Und manch einer kann sagen, ich kann dir mal meine Laterne zeigen.
So some of them can say, okay, come on, I'm going to show you my lantern.
It's only in this region, the stone is the name Weserberglandstein. And the church, this and the castle. And as you can see, it's the oldest building in Trelleborg.